Okay, hello everyone. Today's talk is on Aladdin. Now, Aladdin is a character from, you could call it the Middle East where the desert is, yeah? And Aladdin is a young man, or a young lad as we call it, called Prince Ali. Now, Prince Ali came from a well-to-do background, and he had money in his family. His family were merchants, and he went out into the town. I'd say the time of like Bedouins, where people were Persian, and he went out into the town and he was exploring about the town, and he got bored. He said, "There's nothing for me to do here. It's just boring. I don't like the people. I just want to go." So he kept on checking out, and he found a pyramid, and a pyramid is made out of stone blocks that are huge, like big stone blocks. In ancient Egyptian times, the pyramids were constructed by elephants and camels using mechanisms just of wood and rope, but they were built big, Pyramids are huge, colossus, man-made objects, or really animal-made objects in terms of elephants and camels building it. They said that there were slaves, that built the pyramids, but a pyramid is a huge triangle type shape that has four sides to it, a multi-dimensional triangle, and inside there they have tunnels and crevices where people can travel in. There's not a treasure hunting involved where you go into a pyramid and you discover the tomb of the pharaoh, and they have a whole range of like ornate gold and gem encrusted kind of articles. Anyway, Aladdin went into the pyramid and he went down, and there was a little monkey there, and he said hello to the monkey. He said the monkey's name was Abu. Abu was a very, very interesting character in Aladdin, because basically, if you know about monkeys and you know what monkeys like to do, monkeys are very, very skilled animals. They really like to use their fingertips, their fists, their feet. They're very agile. They're very good at climbing trees. They love to eat fruit. But Aladdin met a monkey, so that's very interesting where they found a monkey, And he just kind of, like, if say you're walking about the town and you see a stray dog, if you acquaint the stray dog, then you might end up taking the dog home. But it's really a case of people essentially assuming that, animals can't get along. Animals can get along. Animals can live in the wild. Animals can live in the cities. Animals can live in the suburbs and the towns, So he met a monkey, and they carried on traveling through the pyramid, and he went in there, and at the kind of base of the pyramid, there was a big, vast hall of gold, like all gold lamps and gold shades and gold bowls and gold vases and everything. There was like gold bars, And at this point, they realized each other, the monkey and Aladdin, Abu and Aladdin, that they had discovered magical treasure, So Aladdin just went up and picked up this lamp, like it's a very ornate lamp, and it's made out of gold. And he just polished it off, and then suddenly the lamp started vibrating a lot, And then suddenly a huge, great big blue genie jumped out the lamp, and that's the genie in Aladdin. Now, a genie is a spirit that is friendly and that can grant you wishes. There's 3 wishes that the genie said to Aladdin that I will grant you. So, Aladdin didn't know what to answer. He says, I could answer, I want more money, I want more love, I want more food, but he kept the lamp, and the genie traveled back to the lamp. So the whole story of Aladdin is about Aladdin, leaving the town, going to, the kind of boundaries, and discovering things that Aladdin took an interest in, because it really, excited Aladdin. And Aladdin discovered the monkey, discovered the genie, discovered the lamp. But Aladdin was walking back with the lamp and the monkey, and he saw a girl, and the girl is Princess Jasmine, Prince Ali and Princess Jasmine, And Aladdin really, really fell in love with her, She was so pretty, so beautiful to his eyes, He really adored her. So that's when the story of Aladdin begins, So I suppose at the end of the day, regardless of being able to find, great objects, expensive objects, and knowing you have a genie at your dispenser, kind of granting you wishes, and you have a pet monkey, it does not change the fact that the quest for love is very important, In life, the type of partner you should aspire to have should be someone that fulfills you and someone that makes you happy, I think people who kind of fall for people's image when people's image is artificial or false, it's not really feasible for people to be getting married when, they base it on lust, not love, or on image, So at the end of the day, regardless of the adventure of Prince Aladdin, I think it's fair to say that if you do fall in love in life, be aware of the nature of marriage, you know. I think when two people come together, two families will intertwine and establish themselves, and it's a great thing, you know. Things you should expect out of marriage are business, money, a home, and children, you know. And essentially, you know, people's knowledge of marriage is not great when it comes to the divorce rate being quite high, and also the whole situation is about people wanting an original take to marriage, but the traditional church dictates that people who get married should be working, should set up businesses, should have children. My mum said if you get married, don't have children until 5 years later, which, you know, I'm take on board. You know, I always listen to my mum, you know, and peace of advice like, no, I wanna have children, stay away, you know. I mean, 5 years is not that long to wait, you know. And I suppose at the end of the day, you know, you should marry for love. That's what I truly believe is marry for love, you know. And if someone does not fulfill you in life, and this is where divorce comes in, I think it is fair to say that marriage, your first marriage, is the one where you experience the marriage, you know. If you get a knack for something in life and you get better at it, you know. Say you're married for a decade and you say to this person, well, the children are grown up now and they think they can, you know, operate in the world. They want to develop their independence. We should develop independence. And, you know, it doesn't mean by blood. Just you split up with someone doesn't mean you know, you hate the person. It's just a case of, you know, finding different strands and traits of romance elsewhere in the universe, you know. So marriage can be a beautiful thing, but divorce can also be a portal of enriching yourself and finding yourself already established a foundational platform. So it's very interesting, really. But there's the story of Aladdin. I think, you know, antiques, if you look at antiques, you know they're enchanted with a genie. You know, a genie is a spirit that is quite large that can essentially operate in a different dimension where you can coerce with the genie, but really kind of make your wishes come true, you know. And a small monkey, you know, I mean, a small animal is a small animal, but I think monkeys, you need to know about monkeys, because I'll tell you a secret, yeah. Here we are in the English countryside, but there's still monkeys about. I know how nature works, you know, and it's not because I'm a poacher or I go hunting for deer or whatever, you know. It's just the case of nature is a progression of evolution where someone comes from their true form and adopts the form of something, and with the rest of the tribe or the family or the herd, that something is more suitable for the needs of the animal as opposed to something that is wild, you know. So enjoy that, and I think you should go out into the world, find romance, find precious objects, find riches, and find monkeys or special animals, but don't ever feel as though you're tied down by people in life. You know, relationships always have an expiry date, so they should make you grow more beautiful and strong like a rose. Thank you. Bye.